Right. I have I've been excited this weekend because the footage that I'm going to show you today, like, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited about what I've got to show you because some of it, mate, you've never seen before, ever, period. I know that because people have sent me direct emails of their own stuff. However, today we're going to be seeing different UFOs, interviews as well of people, eyewitnesses who from years ago saying that they saw UFOs, and also aliens. This whole video, I think, is going to be about whether something is real or fake, because a lot, and we know there's a lot of footage out there. Whenever there's claims of UFOs, claims of aliens, it's always grainy or blurry, right? And we go, oh, fake, it's always grainy or blurry. But then when we get 4K footage, we go, CGI. Nobody can win, right? So these are the videos that I've seen. People have sent me. Some of them are just so out there, mind-blowing. I just think, is this real? Could this be real? Because the thing is, it's so good. In your mind, you're thinking, it has to be fake. But then the question is, but what if it's not? But do you know what I mean? Is that what some people are playing us on? Because something looks so good, they're saying, yeah, it's fake. It's just like, we'll never know. We'll never know. But anyway, mate, I've got some bangers here for you, okay? I've got to load up on the screen to show you, but I don't think I'm going to show you all. So you have to bear with me, watch another video, because I'll keep on uploading them, all right? So, first of all, I want to show you one of my favorites that I like. It's amazing, but it has been debunked. But again, has it been debunked? Is it real? Is it just sort of like damage control? Check this out, mate. This is amazing. I remember seeing this. I was like, that's it. It's proof. Absolute proof. And then I started looking into it and people were like, no, it's fake. It's this. But we'll look at the comments in a second. But check this out. Can you imagine the excitement? Right? When I first saw this, why is it so quiet? When I first saw this, mate, I was like, are you effing kidding me? That's it, proof. Look at it, just boom, straight down the water. And we've been speaking about for ages what Tucker said about aliens being underwater. The UFOs are underwater. Let's see it again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry. Mate, I'm not being funny, but that's a pretty expensive practical joke, all right? Just to make a viral video. Look at this thing, right? Here, let's slow this bad boy down. Look, frame by frame, look at it. I mean, 14 years ago. I know, 14 years ago, CGI started to get quite good, right? But this, mate, is on another bloody level. Just to track that movement would be pretty difficult, right? So when you track something, you would have to find something for the image to track onto, right? So you'd say, okay, let's just go back. Let's just bring up the UFO, right? Just a quick basic view of hang on. Right, so like for it to be constantly in the right place, even with camera movement, you'd have to sort of like tell the program to look at probably like a corner of some sort, something which is quite sharp looking, right? So maybe, I don't know, something like here. It'd say, okay, look on that, lock on that, and then attach that to the UFO. And so then when the camera moves, the UFO is in the right sort of area, right? That's pretty much what I'm talking about. But that would be pretty tough in today's day, right? In today's day, you know what I mean? Look at it, mate! Mate, let me see what the people are saying here. This looks legit. The F-16s, the confusion, the UFO, love it. I've seen this a few times. This was the first time I noticed drone being released prior to submersion. If this is fake, this is one of the most convincing fakes I've ever seen. Tell me about it, mate. I believe this is real. I remember watching a teenager high production movies back then. They didn't have that touch of realism. That's what I'm saying. You can even somewhat hear the wind from the object release flying by before submerging. Seen the footage back when it was shared and saved it to HD. Still the most convincing encounter. See, nobody's really... That's why I be like, forget you, Ocean. It's so damn good. It's so damn good, that. What do you think about that one? Because that's absolutely mad. It's crazy. Imagine. Oh, look. While I've got Instagram up, mate. This is the weirdest photo I've ever seen in my life. Look. Shout out to IOWK3Y1. Look at these images. It just slides by the same thing. But look at them, man. These look stupidly realistic. And I'm going to show you some footage in a bit, right? Because I've said before that some UFOs have so many different variations, sizes and things like that, right? Apparently there's loads, there's hundreds. And sometimes I see these small drone like things, like small UFOs, and I'm going to show you one in 4K in a minute. In fact, I'll probably show you afterwards. I think to myself, well, how little would this alien be, right, to fly one of those things if they are like flying them? And that made me think of the other clip that I showed you in my previous video, where there's a dead alien in the snow with the leg ripped off and stuff that people are saying is fake. I mean, it might be fake, but he was little. He was about that big. And look at this. Look at his hand. Maybe these little aliens are flying these little... Mate, it sounds so cute, doesn't it? It sounds so cute, but so far-fetched. But is it, though? Is it far-fetched? Look at the state of this, mate. Look at you. Right, let me show you the 4K version, right? So I would imagine this little dude would be flying something like... where is it? Here we go. Here it is. Right. So I would imagine that little dude in something like this. Look at this. Big shout out. Big shout out to Tim Coral, right? This is in Snowdonia. Look at this, mate. Blink and you'll miss it.
So, here's some drone footage I captured on my birthday. What you're looking at is Llyn Llydau in the Snowdonia mountain range with Snowdon Peak in the background, as you can see.
So bloody beautiful.
What you're about to see is an unknown object. See what you think. Did you see it? Here again is the original footage with a little highlight around the object so you can see it a little more clearly.
Now, you might be thinking that's just a bird, but that is such a straight direction, and he zooms in a minute. Look, check this out.
Here I've zoomed in 400 times.
It looks like a frisbee.
Another wide view for you. And here I've zoomed in 600 times. A little wobble, a little shake.
Yeah, it just sort of does that. What the F, mate?
It's definitely a solid object. No idea what it is. There were multiple helicopters circling the area at the time. Were they looking for...
Multiple? Listen.
...in the area at the time. Were they looking for this? What it is? There were multiple helicopters circling the area at the time. Were they looking for this object, or is this object not related to that incident whatsoever? I don't know.
It looks like it goes. It looks like it goes transparent around here. Look.
The time, were they looking for this object, or is this object not related to that incident whatsoever? I don't know. But what it is a very high velocity object that is not a bird, it's not a plane, it's not a helicopter, and without those, I don't know what it is. Do you?
Mate, that's a little alien dude in there, just like... It'd be mad, right? But hats off to you, mate. Fantastic drone footage there as well, by the way. This was quite interesting. This TikTok here, somebody flies over a pyramid and look at the markings. I'm going to try and stop it. Look at the markings and top of the pyramid, mate. I've never seen it. Boom. Look at this. Look at these markings, mate. How alien does that writing look? Let's be honest. How alien does this look? And it must have been written when it was built, right? So they climbed up there and just wrote on it. But what does it say? Does anybody know the translation? Can we find it anywhere? So this is the other video that I wanted to show you. You've probably seen it because it's quite recent. But this is where we just can't win. I'm not saying I believe in all of the footage out there. Like literally, I don't. But first of all, I can't believe how much footage there is out there of UFOs and aliens. But this one, mate, is like you can't win. Some people are saying this is CGI and stuff like this. Check this out. Amazing UFO video. Flying saucer filmed from a plane over Colombia 2 weeks ago, right? And this was 3 months video. Right, check this out. Look at that.
En la TAM nos encanta ser parte de sus celebraciones. Por eso queremos felicitar a una princesa muy especial llamada Ana Sofía, quien se encuentra hoy cumpliendo años. Te deseamos muchas bendiciones y que seas muy feliz.
What is the purpose of that? If that's man-made, is it for what purpose? Are we putting things up into the sky? Right? Are we making these things? Is it all human-made and all flown up into the sky to make us look at it and go, oh, UFO, look, aliens. I mean, all of it could be just man-made. Yeah? All of it. So, but some people are saying that's CGI now because it's clearer than a lot of footage. It's not totally clear, but...
Por eso queremos felicitar a una princesa muy especial llamada Ana Sofía, quien se encuentra hoy cumpliendo años. Te deseamos muchas bendiciones y que seas muy feliz.
Mate, that ain't. Oh, mate, that just reminded me. That reminded me of another video that I want to quickly show you. Hang on, let me just try and find it. Oh no, was it on TikTok? Hang on a second. It was somebody that could see UFOs through glasses. Oh, here it is.
Is this actually...
Mate, is this real? Is this real? Check this out, right? Evidence of UFOs, special glasses to see. We were speaking a while ago about the night vision goggles, that the red ones they used to have back in the day, that people were seeing like different beings, like demons flapping around back in Vietnam, right? That's why they stopped using the red night vision. They went to green. So that then brought on the question, what else can't we see? You know, because like we can only see a small spectrum of light amongst a huge range. So this, like, if this is masking, they're doing a very good job. Check this out.
Is this actually evidence of UFOs right here? This guy has a piece of glass that he found. Supposedly, he can see into another dimension. Now, I removed the original audio because the guy is speaking another language. He's speaking Russian, but he's like using a lot of profanity. But what I'd like to tell you guys is he's going to go back and forth between the piece of glass.
And he does it slowly as well. I know what you're thinking. This is mass, Ben. Like, you could see it. But hang on a second.
Now, either A,
is that alien glass or something?
this is in fact true, because the guy actually goes on to do a lot of different tests on this glass and breaks a little piece off and tries to put chemicals on it and things like that. However, either this is true or it's really good graphics. Now, is it possible? Yes. There's all kind of things in the movies that we see. But this is, I didn't put all the footage, but I put a couple minutes worth of footage just to watch with you guys. And I mean, to the eye, it looks real. It looks absolutely real. Now, he's going to get some more shots as well. But supposedly this guy goes throughout the city and captures UFOs from different angles, different places.
Just walking around the city just trying to find UFOs. What?
Like they're just there.
Imagine that.
Now, I in fact do believe that UFOs are supernatural. They can be fallen angels and demons, or they...
Talking about UFOs, just looking at that, like Vanishing. I'm going to show you a video in a minute of a UFO that just vanishes and then comes back. I don't know whether it's because of the focus makes it look like it vanishes, but it looks like it just goes poof. I'll show you in a minute.
It could even be angels doing a task for God. Now, UFOs, believe it or not, is in the Bible. There was a reference to a chariot of fire that picked up the prophet and took him into the heavens, you know.
Oh. Also, so I didn't know the UFOs were in the Bible.
So there's a reference to a wheel within a wheel, which, you know, in the time of the Bible, there were no airplanes. So in the way that they described a wheel within a wheel is what I imagine a UFO would be.
Like, it's even going blurry. It's blurring the same blurriness as everything else. Like, watch the buildings blur, the tree blur, and that blur, the clouds blur. It's all blurring.
As what I imagine a UFO would be.
Bang! Right there.
So trending on my page is also the 3D, the interview about the 3D glasses and the, you know, seeing UFOs. But look at this footage.
The only thing I'm thinking of is, like, why didn't he take it to scientists and say, look at this shit, mate? You know? Right, and have ample amount of people researching it, finding out where the, you know, and just mass producing that glass if they can. Like, you know, reverse engineering it or whatever.
I believe that it could be real. Absolutely. Look at that.
Just do it slow, man. Just do it slow.
Shifting back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it could be filters. It could be, you know, graphics. CGI. Let me know what you guys think below about this topic, about this particular video. And do you think that UFOs exist? Let me...
Right, okay. So, watch this video that somebody sent me, right? This is actually their own. I can't remember. I've lost the email. Not lost the email, but I've got fucking hundreds of emails, mate. So I don't know who it is, but thank you so much for sending it in to me. This is their own video, okay, of their UFO that they saw. And watch it just disappear and then come back again. Watch. Right, here it is. I know it's vertical. Watch. Mate. Let's see that again. Let's see that again. No, no, no. Mate, that's nothing to... Is that something to do with the zoom? Nah. Is it? Say it again. Come on. Yeah. It's moving slowly. And then it's back again. See, that's the only thing I'm thinking of, that it might be something to do with the zoom, like the focal length just makes it literally disappear, you know? But it seems like it's got a puff around it, you know? It's so strange. I mean, that's beside the point. Like, the question is, what the actual F is this? You know? What is this? Is it a blimp? That's pretty much what happens. That's it. Oh, mate, I'm telling you, I've got to show you that. I've got to show you this next video. I've got to show you this next video. Because when I saw this, I was like... I'm thinking back on it now. It's got to be fake as shit, isn't it? It's got to be. I just remember seeing it. I was like, what? Oh my god! I've been so excited. This is. I just got to show you. I'll show you. Let me read this to you. This was on Facebook. Okay, people, please help me out. Sitting here watching some music videos, seen a flash. Started to smell something burnt, then my security camera goes off at this, and this is what it showed. No joke. Watch the middle left screen behind the garage. Seriously, no joke, guys. So this person's really quite sort of like, okay, listen, I know you can type whatever you want, but he seems like pretty legit. Right, here we go. Here we go. Look at you. Mate, look at you. He took some screenshots as well. Look. My mind is telling me it's got to be fake. But the other part of me, the creator in me, the artistic person in me, the dreamer in me, the believer, is saying this is real. The movement and everything. Imagine going in your back garden and seeing that thing. And it's like it knows where the camera is, right? This was in the UK. Nah. I think it was the UK. Oh my god! Hang on. Right. Okay. I'm gonna show. Right. That's that. Right. Let me show you this, because this is so stereotypical of what I would imagine a UFO looking like going over some sort of deserted barn in America. United States of America, baby. Come on. Right. Look at this. This is. Hang on. Where is it? Please don't say I've deleted. Did I? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, quick, hang on. Let me just try and find it again. Yeah. Right. This is in Argentina, and he says, "I'm sending you this video. It was recorded on my security camera in a rural zone in Entre Rios, Argentina, at a friend of mine's house. It's strange-looking object traveling fast. Planes don't fly that low, and it's too big to be a drone. The shape It's kind of like an L, or a closely or a hockey stick. Hope you find it intriguing as well. Look at this, mate. This is straight from fucking Smallville Superman. Look. What? Look at it! Mate, that's no plane. And you can't even hear it. Is that fake? You can't even hear that, man. And the reason I don't think it's fake is because you're actually seeing the trail of where the digital camera's sort of like, you know, making, like, ghosting. Yeah? It's ghosting the image. Right? So it's seeing it. This is some Tony Stark shit or some alien stuff, mate. Anyway, okay. Listen to this. Listen to this. All right? How long have we been recording? Bloody hell. Right, okay. Listen to this woman here. Right. Now, she could be off her head. And there's one part in here which I just think, oh my God, really? But then... Oh, hang on. But then I just thought to myself, well, these images, these stereotypical images of aliens, they must have come from somewhere, right? But listen to what she has to say. This is 1954. An English woman describes her UFO sighting October 21st, 1954. Staffordshire.
Staffordshire's had a whole crop of flying saucers. Spots in the sky, lights in the sky, strange things. But the strangest of all was seen one day over this cottage. Mr. and Mrs. Rustenberg were living there, quietly, out in the country. And, well, you just tell me what you saw.
Well, it was one ordinary day. I was waiting for my husband to come home from work, and my two sons went to Seifert to school, and I was getting changed, and I heard this terrific noise. It was just like a giant cauldron of water being poured onto a fire, a shh sort of noise, you know. And my first reaction was, oh, the children. I thought maybe a plane was crashing or something like that. And I slipped my jumper on and went outside to find my two sons lying flat on the ground in the garden in front of the house, shouting, "Mummy, Mummy, there's a flying saucer."
I didn't hear that bit before.
Well, naturally, I just said, "Come on, don't be stupid. Come in the house." But felt sort of a strange sensation. Wended my way up the side of the house to where we had a pump, where we used to get all our water from, and automatically looked up to see this, all I can describe, this huge Mexican hat. It was stationary, this thing, and it was bright silver in colour, and it had a dome. A dome. It was tilted to sort of, I could see the occupants in it.
You saw people in it?
I saw people
She saw people in it, mate!
There were two people in there. These people were beautiful people. That's the only way I can describe them. They had long golden hair, like a page boy bob, just like the old kings. You used to see photographs of the old kings. And the colour of the hair was golden. Now, I was really...
What were they dressed in?
They had a sort of a polo neck jumper affair, like a skeet
Oh, mate, a polo neck jumper. That just reminded me of something else I've got to show you.
Suit in pale blue. Now, these people weren't sat behind, one behind the other. They were sat together, but this, whatever it was tilted so that I could see them and they could see me.
Were you looking at them through windows, through portholes, or what?
No, not portholes. It was just sort of like a cockpit, I suppose. that
A
had
cockpit.
this perspex or glass or whatever it was. They could see me anyway, and I could see them. And they had beautiful faces. I shall never forget their faces as long as I live. Their foreheads seemed to be a bit larger than, you know, the bottom of their faces as
When she said that, I just thought of KSI. I was like, KSI's find some UFOs. Sorry, no hate KSI, right? Right, no hate.
normal people you would expect to see. But maybe this was just whatever they had around their heads, which was like a transparent fishbowl.
That's what made me think, hang on a minute. So she's seeing these people with blue turtleneck, like wetsuit type things on, right? Smaller faces with bigger foreheads. And then with a fishbowl over their head. And they've got long blonde hair. I just thought, what sort of image is that, mate? It was when she said the fishbowl, I was like, really? You know, you see all these cartoon characters, don't you? Fish bowls over there. But where do they get that image from? That's the question. Right? When we go to, like, the bloody moon and go into space, we have these domes over our heads.
And they just looked. And I was absolutely paralytic with fear. I couldn't move, although my mind was ticking over. And they looked so sympathetic that I was just mesmerized for what seemed to be, ages, but it could have only been seconds. And I turned to sort of look down at the boys, was unaware that they were with me because I was so absorbed. And the next thing, I looked up and it was gone.
How low had it been?
It had been the height, I couldn't tell you. But the house that you've seen, it was just on top of the roof. It was hovering on top of the roof.
How big was it compared with the size of the house?
It swallowed the whole circumference of the roof. I couldn't see, the roof was completely blotted out. The chimneys I couldn't see. All I could see was this massive object that I described as like a Mexican hat without the bubbles.
And then it flew away sideways or upwards?
No, I didn't see. I just looked up and it had gone. But I assume it went straight up. Because...
Or it just vanished, like mate with the glass looking up and down what we've just seen.
For a short while after in the sky, I looked around and I said to my two boys, "Where can you see anything? Can you see anything?" And they said, "There it is, Mum." And they pointed up and I watched it. It was just like a little cotton reel in the sky. And it circled us 3 times. It went round 3 times and then it just shut off. And that was it. When I started to analyse
it was him. He was in the bloody cockpit.
Myself afterwards, I fear that I might have had an hallucination, but then I knew I hadn't had, because my sons were so sure about what they'd seen and what I'd seen, and it went through my mind that it was a secret weapon from Russia, and then I thought, well, it can't be that, because if they had something like that,
I might have to mute that bit out.
They wouldn't need to fear anybody or anything.
Were you scared by it? Did you run indoors?
Oh, I was petrified. I couldn't move. I couldn't move a muscle. I was paralyzed with fear. But now I wouldn't be. Because now, when I look back, you know, I think, what an amazing thing to have happened, and for me to have seen it.
And when your husband came home, where were you?
Well, when my husband came home from the office, I was locked in the house with my children, under a big kitchen table that we were using.
Under the table?
Under the table, yes. It's funny now when I look back, you know, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but this is the truth. This happened. And that's it. We were ridiculed. It was very embarrassing at the time, and people...
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was ridiculed, embarrassing at the time. People probably calling her crazy. But, like, so why would you do that? Why would you do that? Make up a story like that in a little village that clearly she lives in, to totally alienate yourself with all the other villagers, alienate the children as well, get them bullied, you know?
Well, they possibly thought, oh, she's a nutter, but you know, who cares? This is something that happened to me, and I'm a practically minded person, and that's it.
Mate. Jeez Louise. So thank you to the person that sent me that. Right, that, when she was describing those aliens, it made me think of this, mate. Look at this. And I've got loads of people. Oh, no. I've bloody lost it again, haven't I? Hang on a second. Skinny Bob. Loads of people have been sending me messages on Twitter or X and emails. Check out Skinny Bob's. Check out Skinny Bob. I'm like, who the hell is Skinny? I thought it was a channel. But look.
Tape 6. Family vacation.
And look how this person is dressed, I might add. Oh my God, it's just reminded me of another one. Have I got time? If I got time, I'll show you, mate. Hang on. Look. Look how she described. Yeah? These aliens. With the bloody turtleneck. Smaller, lower parts of the face. Bigger forehead. I mean, that's a massive forehead.
Deep within the vast archives of extraterrestrial encounters, one video has captured the imagination of countless enthusiasts. Skinny Bob. This enigmatic footage showcases a mysterious being, commonly referred to as a grey alien.
The only thing I'm thinking of is, like, you can see him blinking. The blinking is very slow, and also, why do you blink? To clean your eyes. How much excess skin would he need to clean those bloody eyes, mate? Right? He's only doing like that, right? You would need to literally like they're massive eyes.
That has ignited a multitude of questions, theories, and speculation among both
the hands and everything looks so realistic.
Skeptics and believers. Join us on a captivating journey as we delve into the tale of Skinny Bob and explore the mysteries that surround this mesmerizing extraterrestrial encounter. In the annals of alien lore, few accounts have captivated the public quite like the Skinny Bob video. The footage, purportedly shot in the late 1940s, showcases a creature resembling the iconic gray alien archetype. The alleged encounter occurred in an undisclosed location.
Maybe... Oh, shit! I just saw... Maybe when that woman saw, right, that back in the 1954, she saw the aliens in the bloody cockpit, right? And she says that it looked like a fishbowl over its head. Hello? Hello? Right? Was she mistaking their actual heads to a fishbowl? Because that looks like a fishbowl to me.
And the video has since become...
And she says, like, it must have had big foreheads, right? She must have just assumed that the distance here is the fishbowl, and this part is the forehead. And of course, if that is the forehead, yeah, that is a big forehead. With this, mate, she's seen Skinny Bob. Look at me jumping to conclusions. She's seen Skinny Bob, mate. She saw two of them. He just shaved his head. My God. What the fuck am I looking at, man? This is crazy. This is crazy. Should I show you one more? No, mate. I've gone on for quite some time. Oh, mate, there's some more. I'm looking through these. Now, that's it. I'm gonna leave it as there. I'm gonna upload some more this week, okay? But I've got so much more, man, to go through just to scratch our brains. But thanks for watching, man. Tell me, what do you think? What do you think about those UFO ones, especially the one at the beginning? Yeah, where they're on the fishing boat and he just goes along and boom, straight in, man. And the alien in that bloke's back garden, and the UFO going over the barn. Mate, there's so many. And the 4K. Mate, anyway. Thank you so much for watching, man. I'm so excited about this. I hope you come back to see another one. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.